Welcome to Cowtown Colorworks. This is going to be an adventure series, so it'll be both for my knitting and traveling because this one's going to be, crazy hair, all about Maryland sheep and wool. Yay! I am so excited. I'm back. I have stuff. I have lots to talk about. At the end, there'll be some video that I took. I hope it turns out good. I'm working on my laptop because I want to be able to edit, and I don't normally do that. Today's beverage is a banana mango smoothie. It is beautiful in Ohio. Today is Sunday, May 14th. It's Mother's Day here in the United States. So happy Mother's Day to you and to your mothers and everybody who celebrates. It's a quiet day around here. My niece spent the weekend with me. We met a friend for lunch. Or breakfast actually, which turned into brunch, and then did a little shopping, and now I'm home, and I'm getting ready to grill out some chicken for my lunches this week, and thought it's a perfect time to podcast. It is a sunny 85 here in Central Ohio, and I am coming from you from right outside of Columbus, about 10-15 minutes outside in Pickerington, and as I said, I've got all kinds of stuff for Maryland sheep and wool. So there'll be life in Ohio, there'll be talk of the festival, there'll be pictures at the end, maybe I'll put them in the middle, who knows. And I have a little bit of knitting, not a whole lot. What's next? And anything exciting I come up with, because sometimes I just fly off the cuff. Alright, so life in Ohio, what is going on? Not a whole heck of a lot. I feel like I'm a boring person anymore. Although I was really busy this weekend. I work, as you know, or some of you don't know, I have a part-time job at the Schottenstein Center, which is where the Ohio State Buckeyes basketball team plays girls and boys men's hockey. They also have concerts. It's a 20,000 seat arena. This weekend was New Kids on the Block, Paula Abdul, and the Boyz II Men. And it was fabulous. I had such a great time. I enjoy working those shows. That's my wheelhouse. That's when I grew up. The 80s and 90s music. I mean, actually 70s, 80s, some 90s. How about that? Oh, every time I hit my thing, I'm shaking the computer. I'm sorry. I will try not to disturb. So that was fun Friday night. Was home kind of late. Saturday morning I got up. I went to work for some overtime at my day job because we're a little far behind. Came home. Showered, got dressed, and went to a 50th wedding anniversary. So I guess it was busy. Today, like I said, we did brunch, breakfast brunch, went to shop. My niece helped me put some furniture on my patio, and I'm going to grill. I brought some chairs out there, and I cannot wait to have my coffee on the weekends and drink my coffee and knit on the weekends on my patio. I love it out there. If you hear any side noise or this weird light, I have my window open because it is beautiful. And I'm not ready to turn my air on. I'm kind of enjoying these reasonable electric bills. So, do I have a finished object? I do. And it's kind of sad, I'm not going to lie. Because I finished, did I? Yes. I finished a little stocking. These are going with my little mittens. Oh my god, they're so cute. And I think I showed you my other one that I finished. So I have this one that is done. So this is number 2 of 12. And it even has, they are so cute. It even has a little heel flap and gusset. Can you see it? There you go. Little heel flap and gusset. Oh my gosh. And this is Opal yarn. And part of my advent calendar yarn. And then I have another one almost done. This one is I'm leaving these long so I can essentially hang them. I'm on the decreases for the toe. But this is some super fun yarn. A little stripey in there. So sweet. So this is number 3. And this again is lunch knitting. Although when we're moving buildings, when we move to the new building, we're not allowed to eat at our desk. Because what I do is I take my lunch break and I knit and watch CNN, and then I go back to my desk and eat my lunch. But I won't be able to do that when we move, so I'll be sad. But these are number 2 and number 3. And I keep them in my Grinch bag because duh, it's for Christmas. And on the inside, Whoville. Let me see if I can find the Who's. There's the Who, and there's little Cindy Lou and the Grinch because it's Christmas. So you must keep it in a Christmas knitting bag. So that is one finished object and work in process. And that is kind of a sad episode. I'm not lying about that. And then in my Maryland sheep and wool bag that I created, I'm working on socks. I really didn't get too terribly much done. On this one, I finished the flap, turned the heel, and worked on and picked up the gusset, and now I'm just knitting in the foot. But I did something different. These are just my vanilla socks. But I haven't been liking my socks. I feel like they're tight. And this might sound weird. Maybe I'm just crazy. But I can feel the stitches on my feet. And I don't like it. I don't like tight socks. Even though I don't feel like 64 stitches is terribly tight. So what I've decided to do is 64 up here. And then I did my decreases down to 72. And I just kind of shimmied or evened out my stitches so there's 36 on the front and 18 and 18 in the back. And I hope that's going to give me a little more room in my foot. Because I also don't want a gigantic top. I mean, I want it snug. And I do have a wider foot. But I don't have a wide ankle. That makes sense. I think I might be related to Fred Flintstone. So we're going to try this. I haven't picked up the gusset yet on the other sock, but I've got the heel flap and turn done. So in this color I dyed up with Heidi a long time ago. It's not coming out as green as it is. There's definitely more green tone to it. It's showing that more blue on here. It's more green in person. And it's an Under the Sea type colorway, and there was a name, King somebody or other, I can't remember. But anyway, so this I put some work on while we were there, but let's be honest, we did not get much done knitting-wise when we went to Maryland. And I'm going to get into that whole story as soon as I'm done showing you my knitting and things that I bought. And these are Deborah Norville wooden needles. I don't particularly like wood, and the Clover ones I feel are really grabby. These Deborah Norville have a nice shellac or clear coat on them, so they're wood, but they're more slippery. So I don't, even though it's a little tuggy, it doesn't seem to be as tuggy as the Clover. So I don't mind these, but if I have to work that hard for my knitting, forget it. So I have these in my bag with a bunch of stuff. And I didn't really get much work on anything, to be honest with you. And then my last work in progress, and this is a paid for pattern called Secrets. I can show you a picture of it. It's made with DK weight. I think it's 5 different colors. See that down here. And every section is different. And I didn't really get much done on that either. I did put a couple rows on it this morning, but I haven't touched it much. But I need to finish it because these size 8s are what I need when I cast on my shrug. So I need them to be done. And somehow I got lost in here and made that a couple extra more rows, but I don't really care. So these are the yarns. This is a colorway I dyed. And then these, the other 4 skeins are Pearl Soho. Somehow I got off again. Our Pearl Soho, and I'll pull them out here in a second. And then this is, I'm just still working on the first clue. It was a mystery knit. I wrote my colorways down. So my variegated, I have a navy. No, are they written on here? True Navy, I think, is one. Oh, I'm a terrible podcaster today. One, I didn't know what it was called. But I think it's like that bluish color because I have a ballet pink, Timeless Navy. That's the blue. I have Desert Blue. So it must be the green that I don't have. It's the green one. But I'll show you. So this is Ballet Pink. And they're so squishy. And this is their Mulberry Silk line. And these are 80% extra fine merino, 20% mulberry silk, and 10% nylon. Lord. Oh no, 80-20. Whoa. It's Sunday. Did I mention that? So here's the Ballet Pink. This is the Desert Blue. I don't know if you're getting good color. And I hope you can hear me. I haven't used my laptop in a long time. This is Timeless Navy. And I can't remember what this is, but it's like a sage green. And then this is variegated that I dyed up, and it's Knit Picks Capra, so it has cashmere in it that I'm using. And I'm enjoying it, and honestly, if it starts dragging on, I'll just buy a new set of needles, which is fine, but... And I might have another size 8. I have to check my needle stash, because I have a long way to go. But I like how they... At first, I was a little nervous with the variegated, but I'm kind of liking... Because the blue is really going to be the only dark. At first, when I didn't have the pink, I thought this was not going to work, but I believe the pink kind of ties it all together. So that's where I'm at. This is going to be so soft and silky and so warm this winter. I can't believe I'm already knitting for winter when summer's not even here yet. But it will be. I'm going to get my bike out. Oh, this is in, speaking of, a bicycle sweater size bag I knit, which holds 5 skeins of DK weight plus a project. But isn't it super cute? And the lining on this is a mustardy yellow with little, I don't think you can see the little white flower design. And a hot pink ribbon pull. And that is literally all I've been knitting on. It's true. I've been such a slacker. Oops, sorry, my shirt's a mess. Plus, I've been working in my craft room. And I also have decided that I'm a bag hoarder. I have a problem. Let's see if I can find the picture on my phone. I brought all, those little plastic shopping bags that you take to the grocery store. Piled them in my living room, and I'm going through them. There you go. Let's try it this way. So you get the idea. I have a lot of those plastic shopping bags. Then we have to go into the book bags, backpacks, tote bags, knitting bags. I've got some knitting bags. And because I know how to sew my own, I have a lot of knitting bags. Luggage. And then makeup bags. I have a bag bottle. I love bags. So we're going to start with the grocery shopping bags. I probably have 20 of those plastic Aldi bags because like tonight, I went to the grocery store and I literally walked right past all those bags sitting on my living room floor and went to the grocery store and didn't bring one with me. Like, what is wrong with me? But that's a thing. I mean, seriously. So that's kind of a little realization that I'm having with myself. So I've been working on that. I've been working a lot at my day job and planning a couple upcoming trips. So my niece and I are going camping, and I have a cruise coming up. So there's lots of preparation for vacations. I'm a planner. I'm a list maker. My cat just came in. And unfortunately or fortunately, I get a little obsessed with it, but it's okay. I love it. So now, where are we at? I don't even know how to tell. Oh, 14 minutes. That's not too bad talking about 3 things. 3. I need to get it together. We're going to talk about Maryland sheep and wool. So, if you're not interested, I'll see you back here. I'm going to try to do about weekly, but we'll see how much I get done and what I have to talk about. But we're going to talk about Maryland Sheep and Wool, and then I'm going to show you the videos that I took, and it's going to be super exciting. But let's talk about what I bought and what we did. So Saturday morning at 5 o'clock, we all met at Heidi's house. Heidi used to be my co-podcaster. It was Heidi, me, Susan, and Jen. I only had met Susan and Jen once, but that was fine. We were going to have a good time. We drove 6 hours, 5.5, from Heidi's house to the festival. So we drove straight there. There was a line, paid to get in, and we went to the furthest booth, the furthest barn, I should say, from the beginning, and worked our way back. It was cold, and I wore my snow melt cowl, and my snow melt knit along. And I was stopped probably just on Saturday, probably 10 times by folks wanting to know what, if I made it, where I got the yarn, who was the designer. So that was pretty neat. It smells so good. And then it was decided that I'm going to block it again because it's a little uneven, and I wore it. So I'm going to wash it and block it, and I'm going to enter it in the Ohio State Fair because this year's arts theme is fiber. So that was super fun. We got something to eat because we were all starving. I'm not going to say that Heidi and Jen ate lamb at the Sheep Festival, but they did. They had lamb sandwich. I had french fries. Fresh cut. Oh my God, they were so good. And Susan had french fries, I think, too. We got chili cheese fries. OMG, they were good. So we scarfed those down. We walked to the furthest barn in, and that was like the barn. In there was the Signature Yarn Needles, Miss Babs, Utopia. Now, Utopia's out of Wisconsin. I'm not sure. She's also a mill, but I'm not sure how much everybody knows her. But I wanted to go there because she is the first dyer that I bought indie dyed yarn from way back years ago at Michigan. We went to a sheep and wool festival up there, and it was much smaller than this. But she was there, and that was the first indie dyed yarn that I bought. So that was super exciting. Got some yarn from her. Oh, Wool was there. I mean, it was just packed with people. Packed. So from that barn, I'm going to try to remember what I bought where. But from that barn, I did go, some papers to show you, to Miss Babs. I did. And I don't think I bought this the first day. I believe it was the second day, but irrelevant. I got it in this barn. Oh, and I hope you can see it. This is got purple and blue and looks like a little bit of black. Oh my gosh. It's squishy and soft and sheepy. It is so nice. This is, I don't know what it's called. I cannot read it. Sugilite? Suculite? I'm not sure. It is a Yowza skein, light worsted yarn, 100% superwash merino, 560 yards, 8 ounces. This and this are going to be my next project. I'm making a shrug that is like a little bit of lace on the top, solid on the bottom. I think I needed 1,100 yards. Perfect, because this is 1,200. So exciting. So exciting. That, I will tell you, getting into her booth, she has people watching the door. So only so many people are allowed in at one time because they're small booths and you can't even get to anything. So they'd have somebody standing at the door and 2 people would come out and they would let 2 people in. And that's how it was both days. I mean, I have a feeling she sold some serious merchandise. But it's beautiful yarn. I just want you to be able to see this color. Oh, there's a light. Like a light purple. But for the most part, it's a tonal purple. I did not want variegated because I think you would lose the stitches in the lace with the variegated. or lose the colors in that. So squishy. And this is a huge skein of yarn of a worsted weight. I don't know how many grams it is. This is in ounces. But, so I'm going to cake it up. As soon as I find my size 8 needles, get a new set, or finish that other. This is so good. Finish the other project. So then we went by, there was also food vendors there. There was a tent. It's called Justamere Tree Farm. Pure maple product, organic Christmas trees. Marion and J.P. Welch. It is in Worthington, Mass. And it's just a mere tree farm. Just a mere tree farm is the name of it. It's their card. And they had maple. All things maple. Maple syrup. Grated maple syrup. So they had dark, they had light. They had maple sugar. Maple seasoning that you can put on like chicken, steak, potatoes. So it's like a sweet and salty savory thing. And something entitled Maple Cream. So what this is, it's maple syrup that has been whipped into a cream. So it's almost the consistency of butter, but the only ingredient is maple syrup, 100% pure maple syrup. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Like, I just want to smear this on something. I don't know. There's a little bit of maple syrup down there. I mean, it is 100% pure maple syrup. So good. They had samples. Oh my Lord. So I bought that because, let's be honest, who doesn't need maple cream? Please. Then in that same booth, not that. I really enjoyed this booth, let me tell you. I got, where is it? I'm digging. Oh, this and this. Okay. So we went by another table. Sorry, I'm trying to get everything together with their card. Breezy Willow Farm from West Friendship, Maryland. They were local. Community supported agriculture. Oh, and it says from the land and the hand on the back. And I love that. And they have soap. Bar soap. Oh my gosh. This one here is You Are Marvelous, EWE, of course. A blend of sheep and goat's milk, an olive oil base with honey and oats, extra moisturizing for dry skin, which is my life. Oh my gosh. It smells heaven. Heaven in a bar. And then I got Healing Waters Exfoliating Mineral Bar. Dead sea salts have the highest mineral content, which benefits dry skin conditions such as eczema and psoriasis. Ingredients is soapified oils of olive, coconut, palm, dead sea salt, and a little fragrance. It is heaven, and it's exfoliating, and it's also, again, for dry skin, which I have. I can't wait to use these soaps. And I'll tell you what I do, because I think these were $6.50 a bar. I cut them in half before I use them, because, you know, I don't use them as quickly. They don't melt, if you will. So I got these. I could have bought all the soaps in there, but I was trying to just get a smidge, you know, smidging of stuff. And they also had all kinds of other bath salts and things of that nature. And then in that same barn, because, well, duh, Utopia was in there, and I had to buy yarn from her. Utopia Fiber Mill. It's a full-service fiber mill owned by Catherine Ashley Wright and Lisa Ashley. washing, picking, carding, sustainable, pin drafting, dyeing, semi-worsted, spinning. That's their card. The yarn that I got is called Basil. Do you see the tones? Oh, it's limier. It's brighter than what's coming across. It's a little flat on screen. It's yellow and green and the softest, squishiest yarn. This is her Kickapoo sock. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 420 yards, 100 grams. This yarn is sheepy and squishy and soft. Oh, it's not going to be soft, I can guarantee you that. Because I bought something else to go with it, and I'll show you that in a moment. You'll have to wait. So we left that barn, and we started working our way back towards the entrance of the building. Oh, that's cute. That's where the knot is. And so I'm like, why is there a ball? So we started heading back. There was, like I said, food vendors. And then there was a homesteading barn that had sheep's milk cheese, which I bought 2 kinds of sheep's milk cheese. I got a Tomei, I believe the sheep Dottie. It's Dottie Tomei. And then I got some Colbert with herbs in it. Oh, they were divine. And I'll tell you, so I was tasting it. You know cow's milk is very creamy and smooth and kind of mellow. You have your goat's milk, which is a little stronger, and then sheep's milk is, I would say, on the line of the goat's milk, but even a little more pungent. And I like a strong cheese, and I love the sheep's milk cheese. We tried all different kinds. I almost got the Fatina, which is like a feta, but it really tasted similar to the other fetas that I've had, and that wasn't special and unique. I wanted something I can't get here, which, quite frankly, I could get sheep's milk, I guess. I don't know. I've never looked for it, because who knew it was even a thing? I had no idea that was a thing. But I did buy the sheep's milk cheese. The next barn down was the t-shirt barn, where you got hats, t-shirts, pins, sweatshirts, and bags, and everything says Maryland Sheep and Wool. So I bought a hat, and that Maryland Sheep and Wool on it. They're a nice hat. They've got a lining to them, and this is a fun green. I am very fair-skinned. So in the summertime, when I'm outside, I wear a lot of hats. And I'll wear them swimming, and I just leave it on. I wear it into the ocean. I wear it in the pool. I'm not going to put it on. But I just put my hat on, and I leave it on all summer to keep my head from burning. I got a lot of sun damage on my skin. You can see here and here. It's from years of being out in the sun. And so I'm like, I would buy a t-shirt, but I don't wear them. I mean, I wear t-shirts, but not a lot. So I bought this one because I thought, this is perfect. Here's the little sheepy on it. It says Maryland Sheep and Wool. It's kind of hard to see. It's in white. And then I bought the pin. I'm going to start collecting pins, I think, because they're nice and small. So this I can take out of the bag, too. Pins are fun. And I think they're making a resurgence, and I think I'm going to start collecting. So you can see my mess behind me. There we go. Getting a reflection on it. So that's the pin, which is also the same as the cover on the catalog, the cover art. So we all got something in there. We left there. Went to a couple other barns. Didn't see a whole lot. I mean, there was a lot of yarn, but I was kind of specific in what I wanted. We went and saw some sheepies. Turned the corner, and there was Gail's art. And I had been admiring her sock blank for years. People knitting with them and things. And I'm like, I need a sock blank. So what I found is beautiful. Here, I'll just do half because it's a repeat on the other side. Can you see all the colors? It feels very fall to me, with the purples and the sea green, and there's some orange. And I got this to go with it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I bought them separate from one another. Oh, you'd be looking at my armpit. But they match perfectly. So these two are going to become some beautiful shawl. And this was Gail's Fiber Art. And it is 463 yards, 100 grams. It's a 10 by 42-inch rectangle for the dyer. This makes dyeing long sections of the yarn possible without using a warping board. Each stripe dyed on the knitted material correlates to a long length of dye yarn when it is unwound. It is commercially knit sock blank that will allow you to knit 2 matching socks off of 1 blank. And I know what some people have done is they folded it in half and you can cut 1 thread and separate it and then start knitting from that. So you could definitely have 2 matching socks. But I'm making a shawl. This is going to be like an 800 yard shawl. I just look at that mustardy color and the blues, and then she uses some kind of a resistance of some. I don't know what she does. I'm making things up, but it feels like a resistance, like there's a stamp. You know what I mean? Or it could totally be a stencil. She had all different ones. And look at that blue in there. Oh my gosh. So, and it's also soft and squishy. So this is going to be one project, and the other 2 skeins of yarn are going to be one project that I'm going to make with my squeals from Maryland Sheep and Wool. Oh, and I also got from Gail a mini set. Oh my goodness, these are beautiful. Something is falling over in my little tub of goodies. It came with this one, and these are going to go into my blanket, or they're going to become little mittens or something cute. I didn't weigh it up, and it doesn't say. This one is a tweed. Yep, with little nubbies. There's little bits of black. This one is gorgeous. I don't know what this color is, but I feel like it might be beautiful. Is that tweed in there? Well, it might be tweed too. And then this purple. And then this variegated. Yeah, these are all tweed that I picked up. They all have little bits of black and brown in them. So these are going to go, it doesn't say, and it just says 5 Medi skeins from Gail's Art. Some are her Wonder Sock base with superwash blue face nylon. A few are Shiny Happy, 50% superwash merino silk or merino yakin silk. All 5 will be over 50 yards or more, perfect for small projects. So I have no idea what the yarn bases are or what the yarn is, but I will tell you, these are going in my sock blanket. Yeah, they are. So I got those as well, and I'll ball them up like with a magic knot ball, not a magic loop. I love to call it a magic loop ball, but it's a magic knot. Later, I want to use every ounce of this. So I'm still growing my blanket to where it's long enough that this would be a whole row or a whole row and a half. So I went there. Then we went to this pottery barn. There was a lot of pottery. And this was called the Lion Potter of Gettysburg. They're from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and he just makes David and Yunko Young, and they make beautiful pottery. I didn't buy any pottery from them, but I did get these doTERRA oils, and these are just 2 little sample packets of doTERRA that came with Breathe, On Guard, and Digest. The Digest Zen is good for motion sickness. On Guard is for immune support, and Breathe is for respiratory. I used the Digest Zen on the way home. I was just sniffing them. And then I got this other one, which is peppermint Melaleuca, which is good for like if you have a cut, and lavender. And they're little tiny, like super tiny little sample bottles that you can just open. I'm trying to open it without spilling it all over myself. And they have a little wand in them. Oh. Okay, this one's strong. This is the Melaleuca. It smells very medicinal. But they're very potent, and these are therapeutic grade essential oils. So we picked those up. One of the women that we went with, Jen, and I have it all over my fingers, she brought some oil for us. One is Invigorate, I think, or something like Wake Up. And one was like for allergies. And I will tell you, I put it on, and I felt like my headache went away, and the allergies cleared up. Could have totally been psychosomatic, but I thought it worked. Around the corner, we turned, and there was so many people there. And they had vendors, they had plants, people selling starters, people selling all kinds of stuff. It was muddy as all get out because it had been raining. So then we went to Heirlooms, which is another yarn vendor. And I bought this skein. I don't know where she's from. Oh, Harrisville, New York. And I'm telling you that all I thought about when I looked at this was a flamingo. Not a flamingo. It's a bird. And it has big feathers on its tail. You know what I'm talking about. It just left me. That teal. And there's more green in it again than what it's showing. Open this up. So you've got this beautiful and all this. And what is that dang bird? It is a peacock. This reminds me of a peacock. So pretty. Now this is fingering weight. And the color is Cache Luque or Cache Louve. It is sock yarn, hand dyed, 80% merino, 20 nylon. It was approximately 390 yards. And I'm going to make a thick pair of winter slipper socks out of this. Look at me. I bought yarn and I know what I'm doing with the yarn. I know, crazy. Crazy, right? They were a super nice couple as well selling yarn. The man didn't know so much, but that's okay. I was looking for a solid color to go with this because it was very reasonably priced. It was only $15. Now, obviously, it's not a soft weight, it's a fingering weight, but still, it's beautiful. So this summer, I'm going to cast on a pair, and I'm going to use like size US 4s or something. Cast on a pair of slipper socks, like ankle weight ones. It's so pretty. So we got that, and there was then there's all these tents, like outdoor vendors. So she was an outdoor vendor, and then the one lady also, we got, and I didn't get a card from them. It's honey, and it's called the Bee Folks. The Bee Folks. And this honey is bamboo, and they're from Frederick Road in Mount Airy, Maryland. And this was so good. I tasted this one and I tasted Killer Bee. And these two would have been good with black tea, which is what I drink. But this one was a little more zazoom. I don't know what to tell. It's like good. And I could just imagine it in a nice cup of coffee. A nice cup of tea. And then I also got a honey dipper to go with it. I need to get a jar or something because I'm not feeling like I just want to put it in there and leave it, but this doesn't have a lid that I can, I don't think, no. This doesn't have a lid that I can do that, but I just thought that was fun, and I needed a honey dipper. And if, you know what, worst case, it's going to become a Christmas ornament. How about that? So I got my honey or a drumstick. I got my honey. Oh, so good. And this is 1 pound. 1 pound of honey. We did hit up another vendor, and I'm sad to say I don't remember. Do I? Misty Mountain Farm. I kept the receipt. They didn't have any business cards. there's a coupon, $6 off 35 or more. I picked up a pair of Hi-Hi's. Oh, there's a stitch marker in here. I am not very observant. Hi-Hi Sharps, size US 2 on a 32-inch cable. My brilliant idea is I wanted to learn to knit 2 at a time. Which this is long enough to do, barely, but I did it. I got it knitted on. I got it cast on. It was just a mess. So maybe, since I've never magic looped sock before, what I might need to do is do one sock at a time with magic loop. So we'll see. But I got a size US 2s, Hi-Hi Sharps. And they were reasonably priced. They were $8.50. And that, for me, like, that's the price I pay for my chow boots. And I didn't know there was a stitch marker in here. One of these little coilless safety pins. So I'll put these back in here and try to decide what I'm doing with them, so I don't lose them. I got that. I think that was it. Oh, no. I also got 2 jacquard dyes, navy blue and burnt orange, to do some dyeing up that I want to do. And then I got some wool wash. And this is Allure. It smells so good, in the Woodland Mist. Oh, so good. I have a little bit left of my other bottle, but I needed another bottle. I needed more. 100 milliliters, 3.4 ounces. This is perfect. It'll get me to my next. I like the little bottles. I just stored here. So that was it. It was so fun. So the first day I did about half of this the first day, and then we went back. So we were there. I think we got in around 11, and we stayed not too long. 2 o'clock maybe. We left. Went to the hotel, got dinner, went back to the hotel, and we were all exhausted, so we fell asleep at I shared a room with Jen and Heidi, and I was like, you two are staying up until at least 8 o'clock, because this is embarrassing. So they stayed up till 8:01. I was up about till 8:15. Fell asleep. We were all up early the next morning. Went back, got coffee at Dunkin' Donuts, my personal favorite. Went back to the festival, spent another few hours, hit the road at 1, and I was home by 7. I mean, that was like the perfect trip. And we decided next year, Rhinebeck, baby. Rhinebeck, we're coming. We're coming for you, Rhinebeck. Can't go this year. I got a cruise in October. Heidi's got some stuff, and we need to save. I'm coming. And I'm going to have a new sweater. I'm going to knit a Rhinebeck sweater. I sure am. All right, guys. Enjoy the footage at the end. I'm going to put in some pictures and some video that I took. And see you next time. Happy knitting and get your adventure on. Night.
Good morning, adventurers. Lori here. I'm in my car. It is 4:30 in the morning. Crazy hair. I'm driving to Heidi's, where I'm going to meet Susan and Jen, and we're driving to Maryland for the Sheep and Wool Festival. It's a 6-hour drive from the Columbus area. We'll be there hopefully around noontime, and then we're leaving tomorrow, maybe around noontime or later, to come home. So excited. I love wool, I love sheep, I love yarn, and this is going to be the perfect weekend adventure. Sorry about the lighting, but and the light, nope. It is still dark and cold. It's 45. On the trip there, I have to weave in the ends on my sweater, my shawl that I made, because I forgot to do that. That's okay. I left little Wellington at home. He has his cat food, his water. He'll be okay overnight, and some treats. All right, I'll check back in when the sun comes up. sweaters quantity.